Hello, I am Charles Miller, and this is your mortgage moment. Today's topic is going to be on how to select a realtor. There's a few questions that you need to ask to qualify who will help you to get a contract on a new home. Here's how most people select a realtor. You're all excited about purchasing a new home. You start talking to everybody about it, and somebody around the round table says, wait a minute. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, wow, that's such a coincidence. My brother's neighbor has a sister whose daughter just became a real estate agent. And you say, oh, wow, that is great. That's God sent. And so now you pick up the phone and you call and you've got your real estate agent now. Okay? That's how a lot of people select a real estate agent. Okay? But that's not how to select your real estate agent. First of all, first question would be this. I would ask them, how long have you been in the business? Did you just get in the business? Have you been in the business 5 years, 10 years? What is your tenure in the real estate business? Obviously, you don't want a rookie that just came on yesterday and so forth. So that's a very important thing, is how long have you been in the business? That's kind of a 101 question that you would ask your real estate agent. And a lot of people don't ever even ask that. Okay, so here again. Another question that you would ask somebody would be this, and this is an important question, find out what their mission statement is. Why did you become a real estate agent? That's a good question. Why did you become a real estate agent? And if the first thing out of their mouth is, well, because there's good money in it, well, that's not the realtor that you're looking for, because guess who they are going to be making the money off of, okay? Yes, indeed, yours truly. But if their answer is, because really and seriously, what better way is there to make a living in this life than to take something that's very important to somebody, that they saved for, that they planned for, and you get them into their dream home, and now they're out of a rental situation, they got their own home, and they're happy, and I was able to do that and make my living that way. That's the answer that you're looking for as far as why did you get in the business. Next question would be, how many clients do you have? How many customers do you have? Well, if they say, well, I've got one or two, or they say, well, I've got 50. Well, if they have just one or two, you may want to wonder why you're the only customer, or you're the only client. Is it because they're not any good? Is it because they just started off? Why? I know they can spend a whole lot of extra time with you, but it's kind of like going to a restaurant. You ever went to a restaurant and you're sitting there and you say, gee whiz, there's no waiting time here. Gee, we have the place to ourselves. And then they bring the food out, and then you realize exactly why you have the place to yourself, because the food ain't any good. So anyway, if they have an awful lot of customers, will they have the time to spend on you? And another good question is do they work alone? And today in the real estate market, they work with a team. They have an administrator. They have a team of realtors that work together in their office that helps go through the whole process of purchasing a home. So they have help, and they're part of a team. So that's always a good thing in today's market when you're selecting a realtor. Okay. Next thing, a very important question to ask them is, what is the area that you primarily list your houses in or sell in? And if they just moved in out of town and they really don't know much about the area, well, then that's sort of a red flag as to how much can they help you. If you know more about the area than the realtor does, well, then you ought to be the realtor. Okay, kind of being funny here. But anyway, don't kid yourself. Well, most home buyers know the area that they want to buy in. They know the school area, but don't kid yourself. A good realtor is going to know an awful lot more about the particulars of the area. They're going to know things about the school system. They're going to know about the job market. They're going to know where all the local things of importance are. And another good thing they're going to know is when you are searching for a home is they're going to have a good idea about the flood insurance. Is it mandatory? Which zone is it in? What is the high or lower ends of mortgage insurance and flood insurance? because of particular area, particularly flood insurance and hazard insurance, I'm trying to say. So that's the things that a realtor is going to know about an area. They're going to know about the schools. If they was born and raised in the area, well, that is absolutely a plus for you when you select a realtor. And then one of the final questions, not the final question, but another question of importance is, and that's where I would come in. I'm a lender. I'm not a realtor. I'm a lender. Is, do you have a lender that you can choose, that you trust, that you have made transactions with, that that is professional and can help us along? And they should have a lender. In that case, that's where they would call me up and they would say, "Hey, listen, Charles, Mr. C, I have a client right here that before we go house hunting, they need to be pre-qualified so we can know how much of a house that they can afford and what other particulars that's a very important thing." So, all right, that's pretty much on with your mortgage moment is how to select a realtor. On the screen, you are going to see right now, you've been seeing on the screen right here, you are going to see that there is a realtor that I would suggest that's up on the screen. I wouldn't suggest that realtor if they would not have answered these questions that I'm presenting to you in a very positive way. Okay, they have experience, they have a team, they're very, very knowledgeable, and they are going to stay on top of the transaction for you. So if you was to come to me first, I would recommend this realtor to handle your business. Okay, so anyway, that is your mortgage moment. This is Charles Miller, Mr. C. I hope this has been helpful to you. Have a good day and God bless you.